Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra. Well, Dr. Agarwal's Health Care has now raised a landmark 1,050 crores from PE firm TPG Growth and Temasek. Dr. Agarwal's Health Care actually owns India's largest chain of eye care hospitals by the name Dr. Agarwal's Eye Hospitals as well. Joining in to discuss what this funding will lead to in terms of growth for the company and the future plans, I'm joined by Dr. Agarwal now, who is the chairman of Dr. Agarwal's group of eye hospitals. Welcome, sir, to Business Today TV and congratulations for this fundraise.
Thank you very much, Sakshi. First of all, it's a pleasure to watch you and listen to you in your show. It's fantastic.
Thank you so much, sir, for the appreciation. Let's get kick-started with what this funding really will do to help your growth plans going forward. First of all, help all our viewers understand the deal contours first, the broad deal contours. What is the company being valued at with this kind of an investment? Also, what happens to your existing investors with the onboarding of your new investors? All of those details, if you could help us with, sir.
Very nice. First of all, let's understand one thing. Dr. Agarwal's Healthcare has got the highest equity investment ever in India for an eye hospital group, a single super specialty group. So we got the investment of 1,050 crores or 1,050 crores. We have got this from two prime people. One is TPG, the Texas Pacific Group, as many will know. They are among the top 4 global private equity players. The second person is Temasek, which is the sovereign fund of the Singapore government. Now, what these two people have done is they've invested in Agarwal Group, obviously, but with the money, they also give us their brain power and help. So they come on board of the Agarwal Group. Now, what are we going to do with this? First, at present, just to tell your viewers, everyone, Agarwal Group of Hospitals has got 105 eye hospitals right now existing, in which 15 are in Africa, the remaining are in India. We are in totally 11 countries. Now, what we are going to do is, we are going to take this from 105 eye hospitals to 200 hospitals in the next 2 to 3 years. That means by 2023-2024, we will be having 200 eye hospitals. Plus, we are adding another 500 eye clinics. These will be smaller, which will go to the tier 2, tier 3 centers, and these will be 500 in number. Right now, we have got 10 such clinics, and they are going by the brand name of 2020 eye care centers. 2020 means perfect vision. If you ask any eye doctor, they will tell you 2020 means perfect vision. So totally, Sakshi, if you realize, we will be having 700 centers in a span of next 2 to 3 years time. One more thing. Our previous holder was ADV Partners, and they were very good people. They have taken an exit fully, and instead of them, the TPG player have come on board. A couple of other points which I wanted to tell you here is basically this. Today, we have about 500 eye doctors in the group. In the next 2-3 years, we will be touching approximately 1,000 eye doctors, and our staff now is 4,000 will touch 10,000. See, let's understand one thing. In India, the blind population is 1.2 to 1.8 crore. And understand, 55% is because of cataract. That means these are treatable blindness. Look, if I have got cancer and if I have to remain blind, I accept it. But we are talking of a blindness which is treatable. And if you take countries with a population of 1.2 to 1.8 crores, where our population of our blind is this much, so you can see the magnitude of the problem. We are targeting to open every month at least 2 or 3 hospitals for the next 2 to 3 years. At present, we are doing 25,000 patients in a single day we see right now. So in the next 2 to 3 years, we will be seeing approximately, in my rough calculation, nothing less than 50,000 to 60,000 patients in a single day. Right now, we do surgeries, 25,000 surgeries a month. So we are targeting 50,000 to 60,000 surgeries a month. So this is an overall scenario of the group and its expansion programs for the next 2 to 3 years.
Absolutely. Sir, could you also help us with those details of the valuation part with this funding? What is the company being valued at?
At present, the company was valued at about 3,000 crores. And what we are doing now in this expansion, as I told you just now about, let's take example, take this month, we are in May, okay? Next week, we are opening 6 hospitals in Punjab. And in the same week, we'll be opening 4 in Pune. That means in the month of May, if you realize, we are opening 10 hospitals right now. One thing let's understand, which I want the viewers to understand is, there are 2 ways to grow. Either I do greenfield or I do brownfield.
Absolutely.
When I use greenfield, if I'm in Tamil Nadu, since our brand is very strong, if we open any place, we open by and large greenfield. If I'm opening a city, let's say Nagarkoil, I'm opening soon, we'll be opening a greenfield. But if you're opening a new state, when we opened Maharashtra and Bombay, at present we've got 8 hospitals in Bombay, in Maharashtra, 3 in Bombay, all are brownfields.
Okay.
When I use the word brownfields for the viewers to understand, I'm taking an existing and acquiring an existing hospital. So it comes with the whole infrastructure, the doctor, the equipment, the patient base is all ready-made for me. But it becomes faster for me to grow. So when we're going to Punjab or Pune, again, they are going to be brownfield. But by and large, we'll have a combination of brownfield and greenfield in the growth acquisitions, which we are talking about right now. Africa, for example, it will be mainly greenfield.
Okay.
In Africa, I will go mainly greenfield. All our centers are greenfield there by and large. But in other states, like in India, somewhere else where I'm far off, I prefer to go brownfield. But depending upon the location and the geography, that is what the system works like.
So if you could just share some more details on the geographical presence in India, where is it concentrated at? And are you looking to expand further within the country also?
Yes, we are looking at starting from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Right now, we are in every state nearly. Perhaps the one place which we are not there is Delhi. Otherwise, I think we should be nearly in everywhere. We are in the West, we are in Gujarat, and we are in Maharashtra. We are looking at these 2 states. Maharashtra, we think as a key state. That is why we've got 8 hospitals there. We will be expanding to 30 hospitals in Maharashtra alone in the next 2 years' time.
Okay.
The second state is our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi's state, which is Gujarat. We have a state presence in Ahmedabad. Next month, we'll be opening 3 hospitals in Surat. So we are looking at concentrating in Gujarat also in a big way. Punjab, I just mentioned to you, and perhaps the final stage will be to enter into Delhi. Otherwise, we are in South, we are in everywhere present. On the eastern front, also we are present everywhere, like we are in Orissa, we are in Bengal, etc., things like that. In Africa, we are in nearly all the present countries like Ghana, Mozambique, Nigeria, etc. So we'll be going deep diving into those. Let's take an example. In Ghana, we are in Accra. 1. We won't perhaps open 2, 3 more in Ghana. In Kenya, we are in 1 in Nairobi, but we might Kenya. So either we'll open more in the same country which we are in, or we'll open more countries. But let's understand, Africa is a continent. Huge. It's a huge continent. It's not a country. And you can imagine the magnitude of the problem in Africa, like in India. That's why we say our hands are quite full with this sort of an expansion projects.
Absolutely. You were pointing out, right, because I actually wanted to understand if beyond Africa also you're looking at some more countries, or will that be like a long, prolonged process, like perhaps after a year or 2 you'll be looking there?
Bangladesh, because see, we are already in Calcutta. So we thought Bangladesh is next door. So we are looking at Bangladesh there. So to be honest, Sakshi, we can expand anywhere, but we made ourselves too thin. Already, if you see in this, there's a lot of problems. We have our own College of Optometry. College of Optometry. So every year, this College of Optometry brings on optometric students 300 every year. It's a 4 years recognized by the government. Okay. So what happens is, for manpower of optometrists, it's not a problem for us because we have in-house people trained by us, taught by us, who will improve. One more thing I want to tell you: any organization, and this is not for eye care, I'm saying in any field of life, you need research and development. So we have technologies you can type on the net and read on Glued IOL, GLUED. Basically, after cataract surgery, we put a lens inside. But suppose somebody has an injury, you cannot fix a lens. So we are fixing lens with glue or gum. This glue is made from blood. It's absolutely safe. It's not a synthetic glue, it's natural. We are doing a surgery called pinhole surgery. So my point to you is, these are technologies started in India, in Agarwal Hospital, which have now started being percolated around the world. So that's the next step where we think importance is that these new things are able to percolate and reach out. Look, when you are talking of a magnitude of 1.8 crore blind, to
Yes.
eradicate that blindness, you need so many hospitals, it's unimaginable.
Absolutely, sir. So you also pointed out that you will be looking to expand the eye clinics also. You're also present in the opticals as well. Could you help me understand the optical outlets? How many are there right now, and what do you target to expand to?
So very good question. So right now, as you notice, we have got 105 eye hospitals. So obviously, I've got 105 optical stores.
Yeah.
Correct? When I'm going to touch 700 in the next, let's say 2-3 years time, we are targeting in the next 2-3 years to have 700 optical stores, which is going to be huge. And these are opticals being run by either doctors, optometrists. So it's a full professional system running. They are not just pure optical stores.
Right.
We're not competing with the optical store, which are a separate brand by itself. We are a separate group where we are an eye hospital chain in which we are focusing on eye care, eye surgery, and optical also. So to answer your question, we will be having approximately 700 optical stores in the next 2 to 3 years time, which according to me is a big number.
Okay, 700 optical stores. And what are they currently at, sir, right now?
Right now, I told you we have got 105 eye hospitals.
105. So from 105, you have like 700. That's a huge margin that you will be looking to expand at. For sure. So could you also help me understand for the eye care industry as a whole, what is the growth rate at which the industry is growing at and the outlook going forward? And within the industry, what is the growth rate that you are expecting to grow at?
Look, I tell you what, we are growing exponentially, to be honest with you. If you see our numbers, which I'm telling you, it's absurd. It's growing exponentially. But there's a bigger story in this. As I told you, you have got the largest equity investment in eye care. Okay, that's one point. But look at a bigger picture. This is going to open up Pandora's box, Sakshi. Watch what I say today. Because now suddenly, other investors are going to wake up to this eye care industry and are going to enter the eye care space. Why is it happening? Let me tell you. COVID happened. Immediately when COVID happened for 2 years, people began to understand, hold on, I might have one car, I might have two cars, I might have one TV, I might have two wheels, but I need health. I need health. That is important. And in health, eyes are extremely important. Close your eyes for 5 seconds and you realize how blind you are.
Absolutely.
And the problem in India is diabetes. Sweet. Whether it's Diwali we are eating, whether it's Holi we are eating, anything we are eating sweets. So when diabetes goes up, obviously the eye diseases shoots up also. Looking at this scenario, what I perceive the future of things is going to be an exponential growth because more investors are going to come inside, more money is going to come into the eye care space, and more hospitals will be started to help eradicate this blindness. And that's why I'm saying we are doubling our growth, as you can see our numbers. See, for us to touch from 100 to 105 in 1 month in May, I'm telling you, we are opening 10 right now, hospitals. Okay, so you can see from 105, we are opening to 700 centers in the next 2 to 3 years. You can see the growth we are talking about. But it's not about me. It's not about Agarwal Hospital I was talking about. I'm saying overall in the industry, what I perceive is more infusion of capital money is going to come inside because this infusion is going to open a Pandora's box.
Absolutely, sir. I understand that. Could you also help us with some of the financial visibility, the revenue visibility going forward, and also the revenue mix that you have? You said that you already have hospitals, you have presence in clinics, opticals as well, and you also have an educational part as well. So what's the revenue mix currently for you and how does it go forward from here?
So what we are targeting to touch is approximately, we'll be cracking something like approximately this year. I'm talking of the existing year, we'll be cracking something like about 1,500 crores. We are talking of, let's say, about 20% minimum EBITDAs. That is when you're growing with the growth span. So let's say 200 to 1,500 crores with approximately 20% EBITDA will give you a margin of about 250 to 300 crores this year itself. I'm talking about. So by next year, we should be targeting much more. Of the revenue, it's huge. You know, we are talking of a single eye hospital group, and that's where we are targeting it about. Further than this, what we should be looking at in life in the next 12 to 24 months, we are starting to work on it to go for an IPO. You know, we will be targeting that. The work is after we just close the fundraise this week. So now we'll be starting in the next 6 months to get the investment bankers on board to target to look at an IPO and how to take the step forward for the next 12 to 24 months.
So this will be apart from the Agarwal shares that are already listed. A new listing is what you're looking at.
Parent company, and holding company, and we'll be merging both of them. That's what we're targeting. But the details we'll be able to explain, understand it perhaps later on when we deep dive into it much more.
Okay, so within 24 months is what we can look at the timeline of the initial public offer.
It depends on lots of other circumstances like the market scenario, etc., things like that. But that's what I give you a rough game plan of the group and the way forward.
Okay. Well, on that note, thank you so much, Dr. Agarwal, for speaking to us and sharing all the insights from the growth story and the future plans after this fundraise. And once again, congratulations to you for this massive fundraise. Thanks a lot for speaking to us.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share, and subscribe.